Thank you very much for joining us at the United States African Development Foundation. We're one of the smallest United States government agencies, but we believe, and I think the results in Africa show, that we have a very high impact, perhaps one of the highest impacts because of the way the agency is designed of any agency in the federal government that provides foreign assistance. Our mission is, the mission of the African Development Foundation, is to work with the most marginalized, underprivileged, underserved populations in Africa. And that is exactly what we do. We try to identify those populations in sub-Saharan Africa that are the neediest, the most marginalized. We go in and we work with the communities. We see ourselves very much in a participatory way. It is not just the African Development Foundation going in and saying, here is the way that things must be. We go in and we talk with those in the community. We visit with them. We sit down with them. And we ask them, what are your needs? What are the things that you see in this community that you need the most? So we target the marginalized populations. We go in and we ask them what they want. Most of our portfolio is in the area of enterprise development. We look at job creation. We look at social benefits. And by social benefits, we think in terms of skill training for the employees or those workers at the community grassroots level. We look at better health care. We look at better education benefits. But job creation and social benefits, along with enterprise development at the grassroots bottom-up level, that's what really the African Development Foundation focuses on. Another part of the very unique mission and the way that the organization operates is that at the present time we being the African Development Foundation, we're in 20 different Africa countries. In all of those countries, our programs are run by Africans. Very unique in the United States federal government. We don't have large expatriate offices. We have programs in African countries that are run by Africans. As an organization, we attempt to have the lowest overhead in the federal government. We want to be highly efficient. We really look at what do we need to operate efficiently in the field. In doing so, though, we look at how can we operate with the lowest overhead and get the maximum amount of appropriated dollars, appropriated meaning taxpayer dollars, the money that the people of America give to this agency. We want to ensure that when Americans give money for foreign assistance, that the majority of that money is getting to the populations that it is designed to serve. And so that's what we do. Low overhead. We maximize the amount of appropriations to the populations in Africa. And then really the focus point. We have a number of different procedural kind of things that we do. But the real end result is, what kind of results do you have? What kind of impact do you have? And time after time, even though we work in the most marginalized communities, the kind of results that we hear back, that we see back, that our monitoring and evaluation shows, that our regional directors, all of this terrific staff that the African Development Foundation has, all of these reports back say that it's working. That when that money goes, when those grants go to these populations to create jobs, to do better social benefits, that targeted population, their quality of life is much better. We hear African ambassadors standing up in meetings saying, the African Development Foundation is working in our country. We're proud to have them there, and they're getting results. We have at every level, from the grassroots level on up to the heads of state, saying that the African Development Foundation is a results-oriented organization. And essentially, at the end, that is what we're trying to do.